Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. It's championship night tonight in Brooksville as the 3A District 7 title comes down to our matchup tonight as the Weeki Wachee Hornets and the Hernando Leopards battle it out for the district trophy and an automatic bid to the FHSAA playoffs in just a few short weeks. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Will Wilkie, and along with Brian Lott, we'll be bringing you tonight's pregame show. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we are a registered nonprofit media company, fully staffed by a wonderful crew of talented volunteers. All of our content is free, so please consider subscribing to our channel, our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages, which you can find by using the handle @GCSN Broadcast. That is @GCSN Broadcast. Your follows, likes, and free subscriptions help us in offsetting our costs. And as always, we appreciate your viewership and the support of our sponsors and advertisers. So let's review how we got here tonight. As you can see, in 3A District 7 play, both Weeki Wachee and Hernando come into tonight undefeated with 3-0 records, but just as impressive are their overall marks on the season of 6-2 and 7-1 respectively. And while the records for both teams are impressive, in a game like tonight with a title and an automatic playoff bid on the line, you can throw the records out of the window because it's all about focus and emotion tonight. So now let's send it down to Brian Lott on the field. Actually, we're going to have to hold on that. Brian needs to have his transmitter on, and we'll send it down to him in just a moment.
The pride of Hernando High School, Royal Regiment Marching Band, under band director Joe Aaron, and drum major Heather Cecil. Who's ready for Leopards football?
So we apologize for the delay as we get that sorted out. So now let's send it down to Brian Lott on the field.
Yeah, thanks, Will, and welcome, sports fans. We're here on the field at Hernando High School for a big-time matchup tonight in football. Fall is upon us here. Kickoff here in just a few minutes. We're going to be in the upper 60s, getting ready for some great football tonight. Like Will said a minute ago, it's a showdown. It's for all the marbles here at Hernando High between the Weeki Wachee Hornets and Hernando Leopards for the 3A District 7 championship. So while we're here for a big game, we are set up here, and back here behind me, we have Hernando High School is going to be inducting 7 Hall of Famers into the Hall of Fame here at halftime. While we will not be able to broadcast that live due to our senior spotlight and the interview that we had with the athletic director here at Hernando High, well, we did want to take a minute and be able to showcase the names on the screen there and to be able to congratulate them on the job well done and the honors that they had. You know, Will, the excitement's in the air. The band's about to come off the field. Looks like the captains are about to show up here at the 50-yard line. Man, it's an exciting night. Championship Friday under the Friday night lights. Back up to you, Will.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for that report. That's right, we've got the captains meeting at midfield as we're about ready to get things underway. So let's go ahead and check in with the you can really feel the intensity tonight already in advance of the kickoff. So let's get to know these two championship level programs quickly. Let's start with the Weeki Wachee Hornets. Coach Justin Bland has led the Hornets on a historic turnaround in only his second year. He's assisted by coaches Mark Murray and Jason Alonzo. Now let's get Coach Bland's keys to tonight's ball game.
Tonight's game against Hernando, 3 keys for me are to eliminate penalties, take care of the football, and then obviously just make sure we execute and stay disciplined.
And Brian.
Hey, Will. Yeah, they come in tonight with a 7-1 record, 3-0 in district play. The Hornets are coming on, running off of a 5-game win streak, averaging right at 35 points a game and only giving up about 14 points a game. They are led under center by Richard Hanshaw with 14 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. The player to be looking for tonight is actually lined up behind Hanshaw, and that's Leland Wright. Leland Wright, so far this year, has rushed for 1,030 yards with 13 TDs, averaging right at 130 yards per game. Defensively, they are anchored by Kevin Moss in the backfield there, and he's got 8 interceptions on the day, or excuse me, on the season. And they're also got a group of linebackers by Stenner, Nilsson, Ajeda, and Giovanniza. And back up to you, Will.
Thank you, Brian. So now let's check in with the Hernando coaching staff. Head coach Chop Alexander's in his first season leading the Hernando program and is already a title contender. He's assisted by Bryce Spalding, offensive coordinator, and Pat Winters, the assistant coach. Now let's check in with Chop Alexander's.
Alexander from Hernando High School, head football coach. And the keys for tonight's game against Weeki Wachee is to make sure that we're blocking and tackling, making sure that we have good field position, and make sure we're securing that football.
And that was head coach Chop Alexander. Now let's take it down to the field for the coin flip. We apologize for the static that we're getting on our mic.
All right, gentlemen, first of all, good luck tonight. Florida High School Athletic Association requires that we remind you guys as captains that we enforce all rules regarding unsportsmanlike conduct and players may be ejected. We strongly recommended that you remind your teammates and coaching staff to act in a sportsmanlike manner so that we don't have to penalize or eject anybody. No jewelry is allowed on the field, and the uniforms must be worn accordingly. Knees need to be covered, back pads need to be covered, mouthpieces need to be in, chin straps need to be done. And we'll warn you during the game. If you give us an attempt to fix that, you continue to play. If you ignore us, we send you out and bring another player in who is legal and ready to go. Okay? Good to go? Any questions? This is my nickel's worth of free advice that I say at every varsity game. You only get to play so many high school football games and then it's over. You never get to play another one. Don't get kicked out of any of them. Play all your games and enjoy your high school experience. Okay? This is my coin. Heads, tails. Tails, heads. Number 3, you're going to call it in the air. If I drop it, we're going to do it again. Say it loud enough so Mr. Berg can hear you.
We got heads.
All heads. It is tails. You want to defer to the second half, kick receiver to send you the ball. Defer to the second half. Hernando defer. You want the ball?
Yes, sir. We want to kick this way.
No, you don't kick. You want the ball.
Oh,
if you're going to kick it, then you don't get to catch it.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so you want to catch it.
Yep.
Okay, which way do you want to kick it?
Oh, we'll kick it that way.
Okay, spin around.
Perfect.
Face this way.
And we'd like to thank the officiating crew tonight for allowing us in the huddle for the coin toss, for some up-close action there. Thank you to Brian Lott and Jim Redmill for that action. And now let's very quickly get the summary from Brian Lott for the Hernando squad here tonight. Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, Will. We're here. Just got done with the coin toss, man. It's electric down here. We're ready for some football. You know, Hernando comes in 6-2. They're actually 3-0 in the district as well. That's why we're here for the championship. The Leopards are also running a 4-game winning streak, having scored 114 points in the last 2 games and actually given up 0 points. So it looks like it's going to be a very good defensive game tonight. Also, offensively, they're led by quarterback Michael Saltzman. He's thrown for over 1,400 yards, 17 TDs, and only 1 interception so far this season. The Leopards are also led in the backfield by Jerry Brown, and wideout Kamani Dotson. And both of those are got 6 TDs apiece. Defensively, the Leopards are led by a pair of seniors, Caleb Williams and Michael Brown, both with 2 sacks apiece, as well as sophomore. We got to get off the field. It's time to get going. Sorry about that. Back up to you, Will.
No worries. Thanks a lot, Brian, for that on-field report. And now we're ready for some football, so let's take it up to the booth with Abe Dowdell and Paul Smith. Take it away, boys.
Wow, Paul. It's Friday night under the lights, brought to you by Gulf Coast Sports Network, and you can feel it in the air. This isn't just another game, folks. It's the 2025 District Championship. The Hernando Leopards hosting the Weeki Wachee Hornets in a game that's been circled on the calendar since week 1. This is high school football at most raw and real. These two teams don't like each other. They know each other. And after what happened last season with Weeki Wachee first ever win over Hernando, you better believe the Leopards have been waiting for tonight. We are at kickoff, Paul, and it's about time to see this championship matchup.
That's right. And kicking off for the Leopards, Wallett's going to be kicking out deep. That looks like it's going to go to the end zone, so Weeki Wachee will go ahead and start. First and 10 for their own 20-yard line.
And, Paul, this is more than just a rematch. It's a battle for district crown, playoff seeding, and bragging rights that echo all off-season. But teams are coming in hot, and tonight something's got to give.
Yeah, and Weeki Wachee's coming in 7-1 overall with a 3-0 record and a 5-game win streak. So what about Weeki Wachee, Ed?
Listen, they got the quarterback coming in as the field general, Mr. Richard Hanshaw. He's a senior quarterback who can beat you with his arms or his legs. He's cool in the pocket, slippery in the open field, and, man, he's been the difference all season long.
All right, and so Weeki Wachee's going to go ahead and start 10 at their own 20, Hanshaw. He's going to go ahead and give it to Leland Wright immediately. He's going to go up the right side and pick up about 12.
Now, Paul, keep in mind, don't forget about Leland Wright in the backfield. Over 1,000 yards this season and counting. That kid run angry.
Yeah, he's going to run angry all right tonight. And when Hernando coming in 6-2, 3-0 overall in the district. So we're going to have to see what they're going to go ahead and try to stop this Weeki Wachee Hornet offense. So Wright's going to go ahead and take it again to the left-hand side. This time he's going to pick up about 2.
He picked up a good hard 2 on that play, Paul, but you got to keep in mind everything is early, is fresh right now, and the main thing is these guys need to make sure is gang tackling, no arm tackling, doing their job, limited penalties.
Yep. So here we go, 2nd and 8. Again, they're going to go to Wright, who immediately gets knocked back on the line of scrimmage here. So let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. Brought to you by Divinity. You got Hanshaw, Wright, Sase, Boyle, Wheeler, and Wolf for the Hornets. Up front for the Hornets, you got Gale, Perez, Giacomo, Baker, and Valderrama. So big 3rd down here for the Hornets. Hanshaw looking to pass. He's going to flare it out to the left. That's right through the hands. Number 7, Levi Chansey.
Paul, it looked like Hanshaw was nice and ready as he rolled to the left. He had a man wide open. Check out the
defense for the Hernando Leopards. Going to be Richards, Williams, Brown, and Obi. At linebackers, we're going to have Arnold, Paulette, and Ingram. And in the secondary, Williamson, Coleman, Williams, and Williams. And so the first punt of the night by Weeki Wachee, a little short one. Oh, it hit a Weeki Wachee player. And they're going to down the ball at about the 45. So, hey, like I said, Hernando coming in 6-2, 3-0 in the district, 4-game winning streak, big win against the Seminoles. So let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for Hernando. Specialist for the Hernando Leopards. Saltzman, Brown, Dotson, Harris, and Mobley. And up front, Betancourt, Richards, Nieves, Bryan, and Carter. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Leopards at their own 45.
Delay a game on this.
So the officials getting things straightened out here on the field. So there's the handoff immediately right up the middle to Brown. Jerry Brown takes it all the way up to about the 30, 20, 31-yard line. There's going to be a penalty flag late, maybe? No, there's not. So big run by Jerry Brown. Go ahead, Abe. Tell us a little bit about Hernando.
Well, Paul, if you think the Leopards backing out, check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. As Brown hit the hole and hit the middle and went straight up the middle. But if you think they're backing down, Saltzman and crew coming in scorching high after finding their aerial attack over the last 2 weeks. 34 for 47 with 740 yards and 13 touchdown passes against no interceptions.
And there's a quick flare out to the left, incomplete.
And Kamani Dotson was the primary target with 8 receptions for 240 yards and 8 touchdowns. But after we just seen the young feisty defense of the Leopards look for Polite, who had 7 tackles, including 5 for a loss, and Michael Brown, Blake Williams to anchor one of the toughest defense in the district. These guys bring the heat. They're coming tonight with one mission: hit hard, hit early, and shut this offense of the Hornets down.
So big second down here for the Leopards here. There's a snap. It's going to be a quick pitch to Brown to the left. He's got some opening there. The flag comes in late in the backfield. He picks up about 7, so let's go ahead and look at the Weeki Wachee Hornet defense tonight.
Takes it down to the flag on the play.
You got Conte, Giacomo, Cedeno, Richard, and Nielsen up front. Linebackers are Steiner, Ojeda, and Giovanizzi. And the defensive secondary is Wolf, Firmato, Moss, and Priscillo. So those are your starting lineups for tonight, brought to you by Divinity Med Spa.
And it looked like it was holding on the offense, which is going to back them up after the nice run.
Yeah, going to be a big second and long here. Big test here down for Hernando. Saltzman's going to take it himself and go up the middle. Looks like he picks up maybe about 5 yards on that. You know, this isn't just about talent, Abe. This is about heart, about grit. You know, you got seniors out there playing their last home game. They got underclassmen coming out there trying to become legends. We got a packed house here ready to explode, Abe.
2 programs, 1 field, 1 championship on the line. This is kind of game that lives forever in school history. And we're just into it right now. And you can feel it in the air. If your blood not pumping now, check your pulse, because we got 4 quarters of some hard football coming to you on Gulf Coast Sports Network.
All right, big third down here for the Leopards. About 3rd and 15. Saltzman looks, going to throw it over to the right. He hits his underneath man. That looks like number 12. That's Antonio Brown. Looks like they're going to get enough for a first down to the 15, Abe.
So if you look at it on the Jimmy John's freaky pass replay, Saltzman gets the snap, drops back, reads the field, hit the nice post, and Brown was able to pick up the first down and some nice yards and give that Leopard offense a nice push down the field.
So we're venturing our first time tonight into the Applebee's Eating Good in the Neighborhood red zone, Abe. So 1st and 10 for the Leopards. First drive of the evening, producing some yardage. There's the handoff to Paulette. He's going to try to get up the middle, but immediately met there by number 5, Levi Steiner, who's coming in with 44 tackles tonight, Abe.
The Hornets' defensive line was able to give some pressure up front immediately on that run. That was the first time we was able to see Paulette run the ball up the middle tonight. Weeki Wachee looked like they kind of stacked in that defensive line. And, you know, we always talk about line. I'm always talking about trenches. You win and lose games in the trenches.
So it's going to bring up 2nd 11. Saltzman sitting back in the pocket, looking for an opening. He's going to get flushed out to the right. He's got some greenery, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Leopard.
Well, Paul, it looked like a flag on the play, which it may be coming back, but I got to give it to number 0. That's going to be Jerry Brown. He was blocking out there doing all he can as Saltzman was reading him. Check out the Jimmy John freaking fast instant replay. Saltzman seen her open, and you can see back in the corner of the end zone where, you know what, you always tell a kid to block until he hear the whistle, and he did exactly that. But unfortunately, the referee didn't see it that way and threw a flag on the play.
Yeah, he looked like he was calling him for holding down there. So that'll be 2nd down and 5 now for the Leopards. So that takes that touchdown right off the board. There's a nice little scamper there by Saltzman who found an opening. So they'll go ahead and reset here, 2nd and 5. Paulette the lone back.
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
He's going to give it to Paulette, who's immediately again taken down right at the line of scrimmage. That's number 20 for the Hornets. That's William Giovinazzi.
So it seems like the Hornets are shutting everything the Leopards are trying to do up the middle. But once they spread them out, they're able to hit those quick slants and those posts going downfield.
Yeah, Giovinazzi's coming in with the team high 90 tackles, Abe. Yeah, 9-0. That's a lot of tackles. So he's going to be all over the Leopards tonight. So big 3rd down is going to be a loss of 1. 6:20 left to go here in the first quarter.
Brian, zoom out a little bit.
Brown next to Saltzman in the backfield. Saltzman looking to the left. He's flushed a little bit. He's going to take it. He's going to try to get around the outside. Doesn't get much. Brought down by the shirt there. That was big number 9, James Nielsen. He's coming in with the leading sack man on that team. 43 tackles and 4.5 sacks.
Well,
So
it looked like it was designed play for Saltzman to come around to the left side, but he was actually, pulled down by the tail of his shirt. Had he got that way, he would have had nice room to get himself in that end zone. But unfortunately, that block that Jerry Brown did by the end zone, and the referees took it a different way, saw that and pulled it back, makes the Leopards have to sit and wait for a field goal.
So Waylon Williamson coming on to try a 27-yard attempt. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good.
Kick is good. So nice offensive drive by the Leopards. They showed some run. They showed some explosive runs. They showed some nice pass. And also they showed the legs of Saltzman on both sides of the field running right as well as running left. Then the field goal special teams came in and put 3 points up. And unfortunately, that holding pulled them back. So,
All right, so the officials are taking a timeout, so we'll take a timeout here with 5:56 left to go. Hernando up 3-0. We'll be right back.
So successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
So we're back here with Hernando on the board first, drawing first blood on a field goal. 27-yard field goal by Williamson. So they're up 3-0.
Well, we'll see if the Hornets will be able to answer that quick strike by the Leopards.
So it's a little short kick there by Paulette. Scooped up by the upback. Looked like number 24, Jalen Moss. He brings it up to about the 43-yard line.
So we get to see how Henshaw as well as Wright come back out for the second drive for the Hornets and see if the Leopard defense can stand tall once again.
Yeah, with Waylon coming in Leland Wright, coming in over 1,000 yards rushing. Definitely going to be putting a lot on his plate tonight, and could be one of those grinded out kind of battles. So. Leopards backing off the blitz. There's the handoff right up the middle to Wright. He picks himself up about 10, brings it into Leopards territory.
So, Paul, it looked like it was just a simple dive straight up the middle. Hansaw handed to the right. Wright was able to find some daylight, but they give him about 7.5, 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, I guess they're going to say his knee just inside the Leopard 50. So second down. The handoff again to Wright. Immediately met in the backfield, and the ball is loose. He was hit there by number 32. That's Devontae Hasbury. But the Hornets were lucky to go ahead and pounce on that ball.
And Paul, he's lucky on that play because, like you said, he did fumble, but one of his offensive linemen recovered that fumble.
Actually, that was number 33. My bad, Kevin Smith on that. Big play there in the backfield, though, to stop Wright because of that fumble. So big third down here. We're talking about 3rd and 4. Hornets bringing on a late receiver. That's number 15. Braden Grasso. There's a snap. Going to go back to Leland, who does get enough for the first down. He brings it up to about the 45-yard line. So first down Hornets.
Paul, it was a quick handoff to Leland to the left side of the line. It looked like the Leopards was able to shut it down, but Leland started using his vision and his quick feet and was able to pick up the first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, he had a nice little cutback there to find the left side there, the hole, and enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 Hornets are driving. Hernando 45. We're going to go ahead and give it to Wright again. Tries the right side this time. Picks up about 3. That'll bring up second down.
So it looked like Wright was able to pick up a quick 3 yards, but Paul, look at Wright as he run and hits the hole. It's like he stopped on his brakes, and then he's finding a space and then accelerating for at least 2-3 more yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of, like Levon Bell used to do back for the Steelers back in the day, in the Jets. He'd kind of wait, find his hole, and then bam, he's gone. So we'll call it 2nd and 7 for the Hornets. Show him blitz. Wright's going to get it right back up the middle, taken down by number 11 there, Keegan Ward.
Looked like Ward had already drawn up the play that they were running. Check out the Jimmy John Freaky Pass replay. And motion, quick handoff, and he was immediately in the backfield coming from the right tackle area.
So here we go. We got third down. There's a pass over the left. Intercepted. That's number 2. Waylon Williamson. He's going to take it around the left-hand side and brought down. But it's a turnover for the Hernando Leopards.
Pass intercepted by number 2, Waylon Williamson.
So check out the Jimmy John Freaky Fast replay. Hansaw drops back. He's looking for the go route, put the ball in the air, and guess who was standing right there? Waylon Williams, which caught the interception and was able to pick up a few yards for the Leopards. And that turnover has gave the Leopards some spark even more.
Yeah, that's a couple flags out there on the field, so looks like it was after the possession. So, but yeah, on that play there, Hanshaw, it looks like he was in between 2 receivers. One went short, one went a little long, and it looked like he just couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to hit the short guy or the long guy, so he settled for Waylon Williamson, who was standing in between the 2 receivers, and
it almost looked like that pass was intended for Williamson.
So we got 1st and 10 for the Hernando Leopards.
1st and 10 Leopards at the 30-yard line. Let's go offense.
Takes the handoff. Saltzman goes wide out to number 1. That's Kamani Dotson trying to make a couple moves. Finally brought down at about the 26-yard line, 25-yard line. So
now on that play, check out the Jimmy John freaky pass replay. It's a quick hitch to number 1. He had to get on the step ladder to get it. Saltzman put it up kind of high, but then he was able to make some plays with his legs and able to get 6 yards on that.
Yeah, Dotson coming in with 823 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. He's their primary wide receiver, so I wouldn't expect to have some more balls thrown his way. So it could be a busy night for the Hornets secondary. So Saltzman's going to keep it himself, immediately brought down in the backfield. That's number 56 for Weeki Wachee. Radnil Cedeno.
On the replay, Saltzman got a snap, and the Hornets were immediately in the backfield as if they had the playbook and knew exactly what they were running.
So big 3rd down for Hernando, and Saltzman's got to take a seat for this play because his helmet came off. So
and that's the 2nd time his helmet has come off tonight.
Yeah, then you tighten up that chin strap on his part. So it looks like they'll run into like a little wildcat formation. They got Brown and Dotson back there in the backfield. There's a direct snap to Dotson. Dotson's going to take it around to the right-hand side. Looks like there's a little hold there on the right-hand side. He will get enough for 1st down, but that's going to come back on a hold.
So it seems like penalties are hurting the Leopards right now on this drive. They was able to pick up the 1st down, but another penalty on the play, which is going to back them up.
Yeah, that they had the holding call in the end zone there. They had the holding call here, had the penalty on the interception return. So these are one of these things that they're going to have to keep in check. They don't want to bury themselves a hole too much. So it's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 14. 27 seconds left to go here in the first quarter here.
And penalties like this, especially on drives, it can make a team hang around to where that team can come back and bite you because of those positive plays that you had that backed you up. You helped them out.
Yeah, you keep giving them second chances, and you don't want to do that. So Saltzman gets the snap. He's looking to his left. Nobody's open. No pressure, really. Little lob out to Dotson, who found his way across the middle. He's going up the right sideline. Gets finally knocked out of bounds at the 47, 48-yard line, but after a big 1st down for Hernando.
Check out the replay on this. Saltzman scanned the field. He drops back. He's looking. He's got all day and a half. He's still looking. Do a little dump pass off to Dotson, and he catches it and scampers down the right side of the field until he finally pushed out of bounds.
1st down.
It gives the Leopard a 1st down.
So the 1st and 10, your Leopards at their own 30-yard line. Let's go offense.
So it looked like the Leopards are having success early with the passing game, as well as a few runs that they hit with Brown coming out of the backfield.
So 1st down. The handoff goes to Paulette. A little bobble on that. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down there by Nielsen.
And it was a nice little handoff by Saltzman, but it looked like the exchange, they kind of hesitant with the exchange. Either Saltzman was going to pull it out or the way he had his arm as he was hitting the hole on there. You know, that's getting kind of close. That's the 2nd time we've seen that, to where Saltzman is actually stretching and reaching, trying to put that ball in the pocket.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break here after the 1st quarter. You got Weeki Wachee and the Hernando with a 3-0 with Hernando. We'll be right back.
Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
How many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
All right, so we're back here to kick off the second quarter here.
We're down to 10.
There's the snap. Saltzman flushed out of the pocket, trying to scramble, pick himself up a couple yards. He breaks a couple tackles. He does get past the first down marker and finally pushed down at the 40.
Now, Paul, on that run, it was what I'm giving compliments to right now is going to be the blocking downfield. Saltzman seen he didn't have anybody downfield. He decided to take it and running. And once those receivers see him running, they immediately start engaging and blocking to where he started reading his block and finding rooms. And now he was able to get a first down on that play.
Yeah, that's a big first down there for the Leopards. So sitting at the Weeki Wachee Hornet 40. Paul it behind Saltzman. There's the handoff. Immediately met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe pulls himself forward for about 2 yards. Didn't get down there by number 75 for Weeki Wachee, Isaiah Richards.
So it was another handoff to number 48. Paul it. They're trying to establish a run with him, and he's averaging maybe 2.5 yards per carry.
He's doing the dirty work there up the middle. So 2nd and 8 for Hernando. Brown comes back into the backfield. Saltzman looks to his right, looks back to his left, goes through his whole progression, finally dumps it off. Caught there by number 13, William Mobley, and he picks up about 11.
So on that play, it looks like Saltzman is staying patient in the pocket. Once he sees everything moves out the way, pardon like the Red Sea, he's able to just give a little dump-off pass. He's not putting much zip on it. He's just giving enough so they can get the ball, and these receivers are making plays with their legs.
Yeah, Mobley was his third option on that. He went right to the right, back to the middle, and looked to the left and just flared it out. So first down at 10 at the Hornets 28. Saltzman with some pressure. He escapes the pressure. He's got to take it himself. And he picks up about 6 yards on that play.
So Saltzman is playing like a man on a mission. He is staying poised in a pocket. Once the pocket collapses, he is following his block and looking for plus yards instead of running backwards.
Yeah. Giovinazzi on the tackle for the Hornets on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 5.
Do it again.
Got twin receivers on the right, single setup on the top. He's going to pitch it out to Jerry Brown. He's going to go around the left side. Just immediately darts forward up to about the 16-yard line, just shy of the 15. So it'll be a big first down for Hernando.
With that first down, that puts the Leopards over 100 yards in rushing already so far in this game.
That'll bring him into the Applebee's red zone tonight.
Leopards at the 16-yard line.
So again, the Leopards are in the neighborhood, knocking on the door once again, and we've been down here once before.
Yeah, I mean, Saltzman had that nice run down there and was called back on a hold, so let's see if they can reverse that. Saltzman's going to flare it out to the right. He's going to go to Mobley again. He's going to take it right up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for Hernando. William Mobley.
So, Paul, check out this Jimmy John freaky pass replay. And you're going to get Saltzman. He's going to check. He's going to stand poised. He gives a 2-step drop back, puts the ball in the hands number 13, and number 13 been showing us he has yards after catch, and he went down there. When he got to the goal line, he was not being denied, and he was able to push his way inside the end zone to give the Leopards their first touchdown of the night, which makes it 9-0, awaiting the extra point.
Yeah, Williamson out for the extra point. There's a snap. Kick is up, and it's good. So that'll put the Leopards up 10-0. 8:25 left to go. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a break. So we'll be right back with Hernando up 10-0.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we had 100 or something.
So we're back here with 8:25 left to go in the half. Hernando up 10-0 over the Hornets. Hernando with 2 nice drives. You know, 1 touchdown got called back. They settled for a field goal on this one there. I mean, he just flung it out to William Mobley, who just put his head down, ran north and south, and put it in the end zone for Hernando. So Paul let him go ahead and tee it up.
Good job, guys.
His kick is going to be fielded there by number 6, Jarvis Wheeler. Wheeler's going to go right up the middle and get popped immediately by number 22. 22-7 on that play. That's Carlin Arnold.
Check out this
Kobe
Jimmy
Harris.
John freaky pass replay on that. Special teams play. Six was coming straight up the middle, and he just put the shoulder and laid the boom. Paul, like I said, this is a big night for the Leopards as well as for Weeki Wachee. Weeki Wachee trying to get crowned district champ for the first time in their school history. The Leopards are trying to get back from last year's loss to Weeki Wachee, as well as trying to win district championship and playoff berth, as well as they have the Hall of Fame night tonight. Their inductees is also senior night for the Leopards. And then they also have the class of 85 here. So the Leopards have a lot going on here tonight.
Yeah, so there's going to be an offsides call on that play there. So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Hornets. So yeah, the Hornets are going to have to go ahead. They don't want to let the Leopards get too far out ahead of them. You know, where they're going to have to start, scrambling a little bit and breaking from their game plan. So this is something that the Hornets, they do have a passing game. They do have a running game, but again, they don't want to let the Leopards get too far out ahead of them where it gets out of hand. So it'll be 1st and 5. There's a snap. Hanshaw fires it over the middle. Number 11, nice grab. That's Josiah Ojeda all the way up to the 40 for a big first down there for the Hornets.
So check out the Jimmy John freaky pass replay. Hanshaw drops back straight down the seam. He finds number 11, Ojeda, and he made a beautiful catch, enough for a first down and more, which shows you that the Hornets are never out of this game with their passing attack.
Yeah, 1st and 10 now. They're going to go ahead and go back right up the right. He's going to go up the middle. There's going to be a penalty there. That was a face mask. So they're probably going to add on 15 more. That was about a run of about 11. We went right. So we'll see what the penalty is going to be here. They're probably going to go ahead and mark it from that. Yeah, it's going to be a face mask against the Leopards.
And the way Leland Wright was just running that ball, the only thing would be stopping him would be a restraining order the way he's hitting that hole and running.
He's going to have to make an appearance in front of Judge Bell, eh? So that'll bring her up a big first down again. So we're getting closer to the Appleby red zone here for the Hornets. Who's trying to quickly strike back after coming down, falling back to 10-0 here. So there's a snap. They're going to go to right again. Who's going to go right up to the right-hand side now. He picks up about 13 on that big run. So he found a hole on the right-hand side and decided to take it.
Yeah, he is running like you said earlier, running angry. You know, and that was almost one of those BYOB situation, be your own blocker as he headed downfield.
And they're going to hurry up on this one and give it right back to Wright, who does get tapped in the backfield, but then picks up about another 4 yards on that play.
And it seems like the more and more that Wright is running the ball, the stronger he's getting with his legs.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it's being harder for these Leopards to actually bring him down. So they can't arm tackle him. They got to wrap him up and gang tackle and take him down.
Yeah, arm tackling is not going to do you no good with that guy. Like you said, he's running angry. So 2nd and 6, handoff immediately, but that's how you're going to do it. That's a fumble too. Oh, it looks like maybe he didn't even get the handoff off. That was blown up all around there by the Leopards.
So not sure if the Leopards had that play in their back pocket and was waiting for it. Check out Jimmy John freaky fast replay.
Yeah, let's see.
Quick handoff, and he was immediately met.
Yeah, he didn't even get the ball out of his hand. And Hanshaw, not only did Wright get tackled, but Hanshaw got tackled, who never even got a chance to give it the right. So
sometimes
that
when
RPO
situations like that happen, that means somebody didn't buy somebody lunch or dinner.
Yep. At Applebee's, because we are in the red zone. Hernando coming on the blitz.
Drop back, put the ball in the air to number 11, try to make a move, makes a move. Finally brought down by number 11. So we had 11-11. Check out the Jimmy John freaking fast replay. Hanshaw drop back, hits the out route, able to put it in hand nicely, makes a move. And the Leopards were able to swarm and make a nice tackle.
So we got an injured Leopard on the field, so we're going to go ahead and go to the McMurdo family scoreboard while we take a break.
That's what down on the field there.
So with 4:48 left to go here in the first half, Abe, Hernando up 10-0. Weeki Wachee on a drive. It's going to be 4th down, though, 4th and 6. So looking for a big stand by the Hernando side. But yet, again, like I talked about earlier, you don't want to start letting things get out of hand. So Weeki Wachee's looking to definitely punch us in for 6.
That is number 7.
You know, and this is a game that still has a lot of room to play. It's a lot that can happen in this game. Right now, the Hornets are knocking on the door.
Yeah, I don't think 10-0 is going to be the final of this.
And it looks like the Hornets are going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. Down at the 7. So a timeout's being taken by Hernando. So we'll take a timeout too. With the score 10-0 Hernando. We'll be right back.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
So, 4th down, we're back. 4:48 left to go here in the half. Big 4th down for the Hornets. Jalen Moss in the backfield along with Richard Hanshaw.
Let's make some noise for them, boys!
Hanshaw has 14 touchdowns this year, so he's rolling to the right. He's going to fire it in double coverage again. Picked off. Ill-advised throw there.
There's a flag on the play. Looked like the referee threw a flag on the play over there. Not sure what may have happened over there. But once again, the Leopard defense has stood tall. Check out this Jimmy John freaky pass replay. Hanshaw rolls to the right, puts the ball in the air. Nice interception by the Leopard.
Yeah,
He was immediately brought down by number 11.
32, Shavonte Hasbury is the one who made the interception on that. So big turnover right there for the Hornets. I mean, Hanshaw was throwing into double coverage on that one. Like I said, I think that might have been an ill-advised throw. He had a little bit of pressure there by the Leopards, so kind of rushed that. So big 1st down now for the Leopards here, deep in their own territory on the 6th. 4:39 left.
Let's go offense.
Snap. Brown's going to go ahead and take it up the left side. Breaks a couple tackles. He does get up to about the 4, gain about 4.
And it looked like number 14, Nelson, was in at quarterback on that play.
Going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
So Nelson is checked in the game for the Leopards to be the field general right now.
Yeah, Creek Nelson, junior, 5'9", 145. He's going to be lined up behind. I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with Saltzman. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, flares it out to Antonio Brown. Was ridden down there by number 5 for the Hornets, Levi Steiner.
Number 12, Antonio Brown, taken down by number 5, Levi Steiner.
So with Nelson coming in the game, especially being at this part of the field, and he stayed poised. He gave a nice hitch pass.
False start.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start there against.
But again, these penalties are hurting the Leopards. Everything they do positively getting brought back. And that's something Coach Chop Alexander is going to have to really make sure he clean up going into the playoffs. Because right now they should be playing not necessarily mistake-free, but mistake-free.
Right.
Penalties like this, especially in a big game like this, can hurt you. So you want to minimize these type of penalties.
Oh, again, we mentioned it. I mean, Leopards are keeping the Hornets around on this. They've pretty much held them in check so far, but so 2nd down and 10. Fakes the handoff. He's going to go wide out there. Kamani Dotson, who's wide open. He picks up about 13 on that play. And that'll be a Leopard 1st down. It gives him a little breathing room, but there is another flag on the play. So we'll see what that flag is. Yeah, so
and it's going to be against the Leopards.
Yeah.
And they keep finding Dotson. He's been open like 7-11 all night, making plays for the Leopards.
Yeah, the ineligible lineman downfield there. So that's kind of, again, Leopards shooting themselves in the foot after a big play. And the penalty will move them back again. So, I mean, the Hornets, they don't have to worry too much on defense because the Hernando Leopards are doing it to themselves. So deep in the shadows of their own end zone. Going to go right up the middle with Paulette and immediately tackled in the backfield down at the 1. And there's another penalty flag.
On the carry, number 48, Mason Paulette.
Looked like number 54 was on top of 56 with a pancake block, but then it seemed like the equipment got tied together. The ref seen it that way as in number 54 for the Leopard lifted him up off the ground, showing good sportsmanlike, but the referee already threw a flag on the play.
Yeah, I mean, they can waive that off. They don't have to call that if that's what they found out, but they're not going to go ahead and agree with you on that one. So that destroys a nice play there by Isaiah Richard, who just blew up in the backfield and stopped the runner Brown and Paulette in the backfield. So they're going to go ahead and mark it off here. So that'll be enough for the first down. So penalties killing both teams on this. After a big play there by the Hornets, unnecessary penalty gives the Leopards a free first down, gives them some breathing room. So 1st and 10 with 2:48 left to go. There's the pass over the middle, complete. That's Antonio Brown. He's going up the left side. He's out to the 30. He's going to try to cut back. Finally ridden out of bounds up to 24, but after a big gain there for the Leopards.
So check out the Jimmy John freaky fast replay. Nelson drops back, throws a nice post, skinny post. He finds the left side of the field, and it became a foot race, and he was finally pushed out of bounds, 54 yards for number 12 of the Leopards, Antonio Brown, which takes the Leopards out of that dangerous situation in the Hornets end zone area.
Yeah, that was a useful play, Abe. Definitely, they're back there down in their own end zone there and rebounding very well on a nice 50-something yard pass right there. So,
and Paul, you got to give it to Nelson. He's coming to the game. Not sure what's going on with Saltzman, but he has been commanding this offense.
He's going to pitch it out to Paulette on this one. Brings it up to about the 20, so he picks up about 4 on that play.
On the carry, number 48, Mason Paulette, taken down by number 11, Josiah Ojeda. Bailey 4 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
So Hernando looking to go ahead and punch right back here.
So it was a nice quick toss to number 48. They're trying to get him around the outside. They're trying to find something up the middle. But the Hornets keep bringing him down after the 2 or 3 yards.
They are in the red zone here.
Now we got Nelson and Brown in the back. Nelson drops back, finds the guy at number 13.
Completes to number 13, William Mobley, who picks up enough for the first down and brings it in within the 10. And so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Leopards.
Number 13 is Mobley, and they've been finding him sitting around in the middle and doing a great job at making those quick little easy plays.
So 1st and goal at the 9. Paulette in the backfield with Nelson. There's the snap. Nelson looking to the right. He's got a man open. It's Mobley again. He's going to go ahead and tuck his head down and try to get into the end zone. He's going to be about a yard short, so it'll be down to about the 1 yard line.
Oh, I got to say, Mobley has been on like a porch light on all night. He has been open, catching everything, and his yards after catch has been great.
And the good thing about it, Abe, is that, he sits there, he gets the ball, he turns and goes upfield. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't do any moves. He just goes north and south, and that's what you want, especially down deep here. So
looks like the Hornets going to call timeout
for the Hornets. So big call here, Abe. I mean, 2nd down, and it looks like he's down at about the 1.5 yard line. They had
39 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now, if the Leopards can punch this in right now, that will give them a nice lead in this game going into half. And I do believe they will receive the ball coming out at half.
Yeah, they won the toss and they deferred, so they'll be getting the ball to start the second half. So they had Jerry Brown lined up there in the backfield. So you can expect a little bit of something, probably a little something off tackle on this, to showcase his speed and his quickness. So we'll see what the Leopards have dialed up here. They're heavy on the right here, Abe, so it looks like they're probably going to maybe do a little pitch out to the right with Brown. So here we go. Big play here for the Leopards. There's a snap. Right up the middle, Brown, and that's a touchdown for the Leopards.
Paul right there, he just went straight up the gut. Put his head down, put his with his shoulders and hit like a cannon coming out of there, which have put a commanding lead on this ball game for the Leopards.
Yeah, that's going to put them up 16-0, and we'll have Waylon Williamson come out for the extra point. So with 35 seconds left to go here in the half, the Leopards looking to go up 17-0 here. Hornets going to have to right the ship. High snap. The kick is up. It's good. So that'll put the Leopards up 17-0. In command here at this big time district championship game are the Leopards.
And Paul, you got to give it to the Leopards offense because they've marched the ball down the field each time they had the ball. And with this last situation, they had Nelson come into the game when they were already, their backs were against the wall, and he had a nice drive down the field, connecting with Dotson, connecting with Mobley, and making plays going down the field.
Yeah, I mean Nelson's come in and nothing but spectacular here.
And don't forget that key play by Antonio Brown when he took it around the outside. So right now the Leopards have got 158 passing yards on the night so far, and over 100 yards running.
That'll go ahead and line it up and kick off.
So the Leopards are coming into this district championship game making a statement.
To go. Total leather. Going to be caught by the up back there. That's number 24. That's Jalen Moss, who brings it up to about the 45-yard line with 27 seconds left. So Weeki Wachee with one timeout. So you can assume that Hanshaw is going to be dropping back and passing this ball.
27 seconds left in the first half.
Weeki Wachee trying to get a little bit of something. If they can get some points on the board before halftime, that'll be a big boost for them. So
Weeki Wachee at their own 45-yard line.
So now, if you was Coach Bland right now, would you try to put the ball in the end zone, or you would just go ahead and?
No, I mean you got a timeout left. If you can get a couple of sideline passes there, get yourself down the field a little bit. But Hanshaw again, he's couple missed throws here, so he's got to be careful on who he's targeting and who's around him. So
and he's been picked off twice tonight.
Yes, he only came in with 5 interceptions this year, so
pressure is on.
He's rolling to the left. He's going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage by number 3, Michael Brown.
Michael Brown turned on the Jets. He came into second gear as he ran him down and pulled him down because he has some daylight on the left side of the field.
So the Hornets will take their last and final timeout with 18 seconds left. Give it up to the Leopards defense. They're pitching a shutout right now. They've kept the Hornets offense in check. Hornets definitely have had more success running the ball than they have passing tonight, so you don't want to stray too far from what your bread and butter is, but again, they're putting themselves in a position where they might have to rearrange their game plan and try to, come back.
Hernando, chiropractic and rehab, icon photography, Quasar Electric.
So second down and about 9 for the Hornets at the 46-yard line.
Down 9.
Coming out of the timeout here, we'll see what Coach Flynn has dialed up here.
Look at defense.
3 receivers to the right. Single set. There's the pressure, heavy pressure, flushed out. Again, Michael Brown is all over him. Big time sack. That's going to lose about 15 yards, and that'll probably do it for the half, Abe.
So, Paul, the Leopard defense stood up in those final seconds before half. And number 3, Brown has been outstanding. He has found a gap and a hole to get through, and he's coming there with a purpose, and he's gotten the quarterback twice back-to-back, which the last one was for about 15, 20 yards back. So that's going to bring us up to the halftime where the Leopards lead 17-0. And we're going to get ready to send it down to Will, and we'll be right back after the halftime.
Thank you, Abe. Thank you, Paul. Great job on that first half call. What a game we've got going on here tonight. District championship game. Hernando getting the jump out early. They're up 17-0 at half. Welcome to GCSN at the half. We're happy to have you with us here tonight. We've got a lot of great content for you coming up on our halftime show. We're going to get things started with our senior spotlight. Tonight, that's going to be Wiley Blair, the big-time lineman from Hernando High School. We're going to learn a little bit about his journey. Then we're going to check in with our first half Game Changers, sponsored by Game Changer Sports Apparel. Brian Lott checked in earlier today with Hernando High School Athletic Director Jeff Lang for Hernando Sports. Then we're going to get the regional roundup with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard. It's halftime. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
How many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
William Blair, now that you're a senior, what can you tell me about your journey in football from your first freshman year to now?
My freshman year, I was very new to football. I didn't know much. We had an injury. I had to step in and start a few games my freshman year. Let's say I tried my best.
Now that you're a senior and you have a new coaches and Coach Chop, what are you looking forward to most with having Coach Chop on staff?
He's just a great leader. I had a few coaches in the past, and they've been good coaches. But Coach Chops is an amazing leader, and he's helping lead this team. And I feel like everyone's just bought in. I haven't seen that before in this team, and everyone's just all locked in. I'm excited for this season.
Coach Chop, yes, your first season here at Hernando, how does William fit into your plans as a leader or player for your upcoming season?
Oh man, he fits in perfectly. I mean, look at the size of him. He's about 6'4", about 285 pounds. I tell you what, man, having that on that blind side, watching my quarterback's back, I say he fits in quite nicely.
Definitely a piece to have.
Absolutely.
For sure. William, tell me about your greatest accomplishment on the field.
Just last year we had a lot of accomplishments. I made all conference team, all county teams, many things like that. It's just an honor to go out there and play football every week.
William, what is your most proudest moment on the field?
Gotta say, last year we had a lot of great wins. Lecanto last year, when we beat Nature Coast last year, is like there's no better feeling than winning a big game like that. Celebrating some touchdowns, like after Lecanto when we scored a few, and after that game especially, just celebrating it's amazing.
Coach Chop, what can you tell me about William's leadership style for your team?
I tell you, he demands excellence. You know what I'm saying? I see him, I let him, him and Mike, I let them kind of have free range. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do it within, within the framework I want them to do it in. They never are disrespectful, whenever they, try to get their message across. And they're very deliberate in their words. They kind of say what they mean what they say. They leave an example. He's another academic kid. I think he has about a 4.0 GPA. So colleges, I know they're going to be licking their chops at the end of the season because he's a big, good-sized kid, and he's an academic kid. So he's going to get the job done in the classroom. So all these things, just going to, like, just being a good leader. And, the same thing I said about Saltzman. I don't see this, he's not going to peak in high school. He's just going to take off from here, use high school as a platform and soar and be like one of our next great leaders in our society. So that's one of the things I see in him. And I think these kids, the more they're around me, I think they're starting to see it in themselves. So I think that's important.
Well, what are your personal goals for this year?
I hope to get better every single game, just build upon last year and the year before, and just keep getting better and better as much as I can. And team goals, I hope we go undefeated. That'd be the best goal. But I hope we win the district, make a deep push in the playoffs, and that's all I could ask for.
Coach Chop, success on the field is very important for you and any other coach. But off the field, success is important to coaches. How does William have success off the field?
Off the field, I have to go with, again, his GPA, he takes his academics very seriously. So I think, if a person takes that seriously, they take themselves serious. It ain't just about, they're not one-dimensional. They're not just focused on one thing. I see him being a well-rounded individual. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I want to get all the kids' eyes looking toward, So, I look at him, I've seen that early on. So I want to make sure the kids are rallying around that. I want to make sure that they understand the example I'm looking for. And he, like I said, he exemplifies that. And, he's just, he's everything that we look for in a Leopard.
William, it's your final year in high school. Who would you like to thank, maybe someone along the way?
All my coaches, especially Coach Chop, Coach Scargill, Coach Spalding, all the other coaches I've had, especially my family. My dad pushed me a lot in football. And my quarterback, I wouldn't play football, I went for him. In 8th grade, he's the reason I came out and started playing for Parrott. 8th grade, he said, I'm going to go out and play Parrott. You want to come with me? I was like, sure, why not? And then just led from there.
So you didn't play as a 7th grader? Oh, wow. Wow, so this is a dynamic duo.
I'll tell you what, boy, am I glad he made that decision.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's a fun story to have, too. Right. It's time for our rapid-fire questions. Will, who's your favorite player and why?
Probably Tom Brady. Talk about leadership. He's the best leader probably ever in any sport.
Biggest rivalry?
Probably Nature Coast.
And why?
It's a good game. Every time we play, it's always been a good game. Everyone plays up to their standard, and it's always a good game every time we play.
Favorite school tradition?
Definitely homecoming. All the festivities, the parade, the growl, the dance, obviously, and just things like that.
Favorite pregame ritual?
Just relaxing by myself, put some music on, just visualize my assignment.
Funniest teammate and why?
Probably Michael Saltzman. Just some of the things he says is hilarious, and I spend the most time with him. So,
what are you looking forward to most after graduation?
Hopefully playing football. Try to play that as long as I possibly can. But that's the dream. Play football, next level. We'll see.
Well, thank you, William Blair. Senior Spotlight.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
And ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that
Hey, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Alongside with me is Coach Lang, athletic director here at Hernando High School. We got an exciting game tonight. The Weeki Wachee Hornets are coming into the Leopards den here, and it's going to be a fight on hands. We've got a championship, district championship at stake here. So wanted to touch base with Coach a little bit. I know that we got an exciting game tonight, but we also have an exciting halftime show for Hernando High School. They're going to be honoring, I think it's about 7 Hall of Famers here tonight. So we'll let Coach talk just a little bit about that.
Thank you. Yes, so tonight's our 2025 Hall of Fame class. We'll be recognizing them at halftime. We had a great ceremony last night for the induction. We've got 7 great Hernando County or Hernando High
You develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of...
with great honor.
Hey, good evening.
Hall of Fame class. We'll be recognizing them at halftime. We had a great ceremony last night for the induction. We've got 7 great Hernando County or Hernando High School athletes, state champions, district champions, all conference, all North Sun Coast and all that. So we're really excited to give them an opportunity to come back to Leopard Stadium and you know, see what we're all about now here today.
Yeah, it is super exciting to know they can come back and be honored for such a great job they did earlier in their career. But also too, you know, alongside tonight, we also have a lot of fall sports that are going on. So Coach, if you want to maybe give us a little brief breakdown of kind of how things are going so far.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you know, we came off a very strong last year. Last year we had 2 Final Four teams. Both our flag football and our baseball teams made the Final Four. We've already started out the fall pretty good. Boys golf, girls golf, both conference champions. Our volleyball team made the state playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Proud of those girls. We're getting cranked up with girls and boys soccer this week. Next week, girls and boys basketball get going. But as you alluded to, great game tonight. Friday Night Lights right here in Brooksville. All the marbles, I think is what they say. All the marbles, right?
That's exactly right. Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by, visiting with us, and best of luck tonight and for, you know, rest of the school year.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
And back up to you, Will.
70 has played right and left tackle.
Thank you very much, Brian, and also to Athletic Director Jeff Lang for joining us there at halftime, as well as to Wiley Blair, our Senior Spotlight for tonight. We're going to have Wiley's Senior Spotlight interview uploaded in its entirety separately on our YouTube channel later on tonight, about 10 o'clock, so you can go ahead and check that out if you just want to jump right ahead into the interview. It'll be located under the special events section of our channel, so go ahead and check that out. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with our first half Game Changers, sponsored by Game Changer Sports Apparel. We'll be back right after this.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
I went through the VFW, I went through the American Legion, and I felt they couldn't help me. And, you know, I got in touch with Chris, and he got right to work on it, and I'd say within a year, I had 100% disability.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
Coach, how many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
All right, welcome back to action here at Hernando High School. Again, our halftime score. The Leopards are up over the Hornets 17-0. We've got the second half coming up in about 5 minutes. But now it's time to get things over to our first half Game Changer, sponsored by Game Changer Sports Apparel of Hernando County. Let's get things started with the offense. No doubt about it this way. At Hernando tonight, we got Michael Saltzman. How about this for a line? 9 for 9, 158 yards in the air, and a touchdown. He's also got 24 yards on the ground with 5 carries. So congratulations to Michael Saltzman, our offensive game changer for Hernando. Now let's take it over to the defensive side. Of course, whenever you got a shutout going in the first half, you're probably going to go with that team, and that's what we're going to do right here with Hernando again. Coming up big is Stavante Hasbury. He's got 2 tackles, a tackle for loss, and an interception on the night. A big one coming in the end zone to deny Weeki Wachee a score. So congratulations to Stavante Hasbury, our defensive game changer for the first half here tonight. We're going to go ahead and take one more break and then get you all caught up on the regional scores with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard. You're watching GCSN at the half. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
All right, we're about ready to get back to the action here in the second half. As you can see right here from our main camera shot, these are the Hall of Fame inductees. For 2025, we featured their names earlier on in the broadcast. Maybe our main cameraman, John McMurdo, can give us a nice pan across all the inductees so we can get their pictures. Looks like they're going to come together, so we'll get a nice shot there for you. And we'll show you that that graphic so you can see the inductees. John, if you could zoom out for us just a little bit. And unfortunately, we don't have that main camera shot, but those were the 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. Thank you, John, for that shot. Now let's take it back up to the booth. Thank you for watching GCSN at the half. We got the second half call with Abe Dowdell and Paul Smith. Take it away, boys.
Hall of Fame inductee, and you know this game is going to be one for the books. But I must make some corrections in regards to that one for the books. So the entire time when we kept calling number 14 Nelson's number, well, apparently Saltzman's jersey number 4 got ripped to where he put on number 14 and he's been playing number 14. So technically, Saltzman has been in the game and continue to play lights out. Saltzman right now is 9 for 9 with 158 yards and a touchdown. He got 5 rushes for 24 yards, and he has been the catalyst for this offense for the Leopards, making the aerial attack seem real because they had it in 2 games prior and they continue to have it and it's working for them. And one of his money makers is number 13, Mobley. Mobley is doing a great job with those little dump over pass, and his yards after catch is making a huge difference for this ball game here tonight. And also with number 12, Antonio Brown, he's been excellent anytime he touched the ball, and he accelerated down the side to give the Leopards an even bigger spark as we got ready for that final touchdown that they was able to get. So, Paul, with this, what do you think the Hornets need to do to get themselves back into this game?
Well, I mean, they early on they started to establish a run with Leland Wright. I mean, he was chewing up some big yards there, and they kind of went away with that a little bit. Hanshaw, a couple passes that he's had tonight, the 2 interceptions or ill-advised throws that he had. He had the one that was in between the 2 receivers, and then he had the one that was in the end zone on that nice drive that they had, but threw it into double coverage. But, clean a couple things up like that for Weeki Wachee. It's 17 points, Abe. We still got a full half to go. It's not like they can't come back and try to secure a victory.
Well, yeah, Paul, but again, I'm going to, apologize to Saltzman. Yes, I was calling you Nelson, but Saltzman, you have been the chameleon, and you have been disguised almost like, when you do the, what was that cartoon? Some of the kids may know it, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And they pulled the mask off the guy. So the mask been Nelson, but apparently up under that mask it's been Saltzman. And Saltzman has been using his legs and his arms tonight.
So Weeki Wachee will go ahead to kick off to start the second half. The Leopards will go ahead and take it. It gets kicked and touched out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So not Creek Nelson will be coming out there, but it will be Michael Saltzman. Again, Creek Nelson, hey, you got some airplay. So, but I'm sure that young man appreciates the fact that we had him in the ball game, winging the ball around. So Saltzman, who's now number 14, will go ahead and bring the Leopards out. 1st and 10 to start the second half at the 42-yard line. Jerry Brown, deep set. There's a pitch out to Brown. Looking for some room around the right-hand side. Cuts back in, makes a nice little move, and he picks up about 3 yards on that play.
Now, Paul, it looked like Brown was going to be tackled in the backfield, but then he put his hand in the small of the back of his lineman, was able to push as well as use him as a shield to look for a little bit of daylight, and he was able to pick up 3-4 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Levi Steiner on the stop there for the Hornets. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Leopards.
So this is where the Hornets defense need to stand up, because the Leopards go down and punch it in right now. Sometimes teams will lay down once the team go up that much. And this is a championship game. Saltzman is on fire.
Flare out to the right there. Excuse me, to the left, Kamani Dotson, who goes ahead and gets himself enough for the first down.
So check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. Leopards come out in a 4-wide set. Saltzman takes a snap. And Dotson hits that out route and then pick up yards after catching. And most times receivers love the yards after catch. Once he pulled that ball in, he turned that corner and got what he could get. He got out of bounds.
So 1st and 10 for the Leopards at the Hornet 45. Snap, Saltzman fires himself downfield. Receiver got held up a little bit. The pass is intended to number 12, Antonio Brown. It looked like they got a flag on that play.
Well, that's probably
2nd down.
That's going to be the first incomplete pass by Saltzman. It looked like he put the ball in there, had enough, but it was just a little too much for Brown to get it.
Yeah, he just tried to float it over the top of the defender and floated it a little bit too much. He got it up out of everybody's reach on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Leopards. Paulette in the backfield. Takes the handoff to Paulette. He kicks it out to number 8. That's Cameron Harris. Cameron Harris immediately met at the line of scrimmage, brought backwards by number 51. That's Jason Conte Giacomo.
Well, that play looked like it was going to be positive, but with number 8, Harris trying to make something happen, the Hornets was able to get him to go backwards.
So big 3rd down here for Weeki Wachee, looking to make the stop here and get the ball back, or at least try to get the ball back here and try to get halfway decent field position.
Does the transmitter turn off?
The Leopards are going to go ahead and dial up a passing down, it appears to be on this one here. It's 3rd and 12. And there's a flag, and it's going to be a delay of game. So
seemed like some confusion going on with the Leopards and getting in that formation. And once again, we start this off with penalties again. Like we always said, those penalties sometimes hurt the Leopards because it backs them up.
Yeah, the Leopards may have close to 10 penalties on the night here. So again, those are the type of things that let other teams back in the game there, and something that they may not want to do. But so far, it's worked out for them. So they got quad receivers down here. There's a snap, a little flare out, a little screen drop there by number 1. They're going to call that an incomplete pass. That pass is intended to Kamani Watson. One of the rare drops by that young man.
So it looked like the Leopards want to come out with a little diamond formation to the left side of the field, and they were going to hit the last receiver, which was Dawson, but unfortunately that ball hit the ground. Ball's dead right there, which bring up 4th down, and now the Leopards will be punting.
Yeah, it looks like Keegan Ward will be back to the punt for that.
Ball's on the ground. He gets it up. It's blocked.
It's blocked. Ball's loose. It's going to be Weeki Wachee ball in great field position, but big time block there by the Hornets.
Special team play. Check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. He fumbled the ball once it was hiked to him, He came up and then he tried to continue to kick it, but the Hornets defense was right there in front of him, led by number 51.
Yeah, she's on the Conte Giacomo. So you were charging up the middle and made the block on that play.
So it's going to give the Hornets great field position. And now the Leopards defense got to stand up because special teams have made a special play for the Hornets.
So 1st and 10 for the Hornets, a big turnover. This is what they needed. Going to be at the 36-yard line. There's a snap. They're going to go to right immediately, taken down in the backfield. Had nowhere to go there. That's number 48. That's Paulette on the tackle there. So that'll lose about 4 yards on that play.
Looked like the Leopard dialed up some pressure on that play. As soon as the ball was hiked, they were in the backfield immediately, looking like they sent a blitz to sit the house and was able to stop that run and lose 4 to 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, Paulette just stepped up from that linebacker spot and decided he was going to take matters into his own hand there. So they'll call it a loss of 3. So we'll make it 2nd and 13. Hanshaw looking downfield. He's got pressure on the left. He's running backwards. He's going ahead and he's going to try to scramble off to the left. He does have a little bit of an opening there. So he does get ridden out of bounds, but it looks like he's probably going to lose about 2 yards on that.
Now, Paul, right there, check out this replay. Hanshaw got the ball. He was under immediate pressure. 3 chasing 3, which is Brown. And remember, before the half, Brown got 2 quick sacks on him, and he chased him down this time once again. So Brown was coming at him like a madman.
Yeah, they're going to call him back at the original line of scrimmage. But yeah, Michael Brown's been all up in the Hanshaw's business here for the last end of the half and the start here. So big 3rd down here for Weeki Wachee. Hanshaw's going to fire it over the middle. Bobbled a little bit there by number 11.
Looked like he was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 4th and 10. And a big play here coming up for Weeki Wachee.
The Leopards defense right now, this series has been lights out. Can they hold the Hornets from making something off of that special teams play?
So it's going to be 4th and a long 10, 10 and a half. Big play here for the Weeki Wachee Hornets. So we'll see what they do here on this. There's the snap. Hanshaw, that's going to be blown dead here.
Well, it was good it was blown dead because Michael Brown was coming in hot.
Yeah, it's going to be an offsides on the Leopards there, so that'll give them up 5 more yards there. So a little bit more manageable in 4th and 5, Abe. So this is something that, instead of putting yourself in a 4th and 10 where you're definitely probably going to be passing, 4th and 5 here, you got Leland Wright back there who's been just running the ball pretty well. And could be a little something that a little delay. Looks like they got a heavy backfield back there. 3 in the back with Leland Wright deep. And we got another flag on the play, and they got a timeout probably on Weeki Wachee. Yes, it's going to be a timeout for Weeki Wachee. So we're going to go ahead and take a break ourselves with the Leopards up 17-0. We'll be back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So what do you think Coach Blair is trying to do on this play? It's 4th down and 5. You're down by 17 points. Your special teams gave you great field position. And now you're trying to go for it. Are you going to run it? Are you going to use the legs of Hanshaw or his arms? Or are you going to put it in the hands upright.
Well, I mean, it's fourth down. You still got plenty of time left here. So we're going to see here. It looks like they're going to go ahead and make the run. Hanshaw, quick throw out, a little bit high. Pass intended to Levi Chansey, but that's going to be a big fourth down stop there for Hernando. So,
And that was number 2, Waylon Williams. Check out the Jimmy John freaky pass replay. Hanshaw going to take the ball. He's going to roll left. He had pressure, and it's just too much with the ball. And Waylon Williamson was right there ready to lay the boom on the Hornets.
So a big fourth down stop there for Hernando. And that drive that, after the punt block, you think Weeki Wachee had some great field position, an absolute chance to go ahead and capitalize. Turned into nothing. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards at the 31-yard line. Handoff goes up to Brown up the middle, bounces out to the left, taken down there by number 20. That's William Giovanizzi. So he picks up about 2 yards on that. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Now by number 20, William Giovanizzi. Gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8.
So Paulette in the backfield next to Saltzman. There's the snap. He's going to throw it out to the right. He goes a little bit high. That's the pass intended to Mobley.
Mobley didn't have the step ladder on that side of the field that time. And it could be the height of that ball. It's getting a little cool outside tonight. Great football weather.
It's 74 degrees right now, Abe, if that's cool to you, my friend.
That's cool to me. I'm a true Floridian. Yes, it's cool. I'm quite sure I see a lot of jackets and sweaters in the stands. Yes.
Maybe I can get you an NIL deal for a shawl company. So there's a snap. Saltzman looking. He's fired over the middle. Wide open again. Oh, just a little bit high. Pass intended to Mason Brown.
Check out this Jimmy John freaky pass replay. Leopards come out with twins right, single receiver left. Saltzman take the snap, drops back, put the ball in the air on a skinny post, but he just put too much on it. And like I say, the weather can play a part with that football.
So, going to bring up a 4th down here. Another big 4th down. Weeki Wachee last time, they had a nice little block on the punt attempt here. Ward back deep to punt. Moss back to receive for Weeki Wachee. Ward does get the punt off. It's going to take a Hernando bounce, but Moss picks it up, brings it up to about the 50-yard line. So Hornets will go ahead and take the ball over at around midfield.
You got to be smart in a game like this. District championship on the line. You make big plays, make the plays, go to the huddle, because you never know when the referee is going to throw a penalty flag on you, and it can hurt you at any moment.
So coming into the Hernando's got on their defensive side. There were 4 tackles for a loss, a couple picks, a sack. So the defense is holding their part. They're pitching the shutout here. So, hey, but don't forget to join us after the game here for the Glory Days Player of the Game. What are they going to win, Abe?
Well, they'll get a GCSC and Gulf Coast Sports Network t-shirt, and then they'll get a gift card for Glory Days.
So, and also, after the game, we're going to go ahead and going to throw down to Brian Lott, who's going to have an interview with the winning coach of this ball game. So stay tuned for that. So the Hornets, they're going to have their own little quad set. 1st and 10 at midfield. Hanshaw looking. Looked like that was a design run that just kind of blew up, but yet he throws it downfield. Underthrown pass intended to Jarvis Wheeler.
So it looked like the Hornets came out. They had a diamond formation to the right side of the field. Hanshaw dropped back. He was looking, and it looked like he wanted to take a design run and take it up the field, but the Leopards' pressure was coming. And once again, we got flags on the play.
So we're going to see what the flag is on this. Looks like it's going to go against the Leopards. We'll see what the call is. Going to be holding, defensive holding on that. They also got a personal foul on top of that, so there's 2 penalties on the Leopards. So Weeki Wachee will take the 15-yard one. That'll be first and 10 at the Leopard 35. So.
All right, Jimmy John, freaky pass replay didn't catch that, but the refs did.
They sure did, and they were freaky fast before the flag. So 6:27 left to go here in the quarter. Looks like they're having a little issue lining up over here on the right side. There's a blitz right up the middle. There's going to be a penalty. It's going to be an offsides on the Leopards there.
So right now the Leopards are marching the Hornets down the field with penalties. So coach might want to call a timeout and settle these guys down because you still have the lead. You don't want to do something that's going to give the Hornets a spark and get them back in this ball game.
Well, I think this is a crucial possession for the Hornets here. I mean, obviously, down 17. You got 6.5 left to go in the quarter, but, you know, again, you don't want to get too far behind here, getting later in the game. So, 1st and 5 for the Hornets, right in the backfield. Handoff is going to go to right. He's going to go to the left-hand side. Got a big hole. He breaks down to the 15. 5. Touchdown, Hornets! And there's going to be a flag, though, in the backfield. So that might be coming back, but that was a nice little run there by Weeki Wachee. The C's parted on the left-hand side. So we'll see.
So check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. Hands off the right. He goes around the left side, finds an opening hole, and he takes it all the way, stiff arm, and gets into that end zone. But unfortunately, there's a flag on the play.
So refs are talking it over to see what they're going to go ahead and call on this.
As we all patiently wait and watch the referees as they have their meeting in the middle to discuss what's going on.
So I'm not sure if they caught a holding there on the backside there of that play, or we're going to get the call
Referee
now.
coming
here.
with the call.
Going to be a dead ball personal foul against the Hornets, so the touchdown will be good. So they'll go ahead and score the touchdown. They'll mark the penalty off on the extra point here. So the Hornets do go ahead and put points on the board on the nice run by Leland Wright. The extra point's going to be a little bit longer now, so it'll be it's like about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line that they're going to go ahead and have to do the extra point for them.
And Paul, this game is far from over. You know, and penalties, like I say, it plays a big part. And you got to play smart. This is a championship game. Playoff implications on the line.
These are the times where, you know, Abe, I'm a big guy, kicker guy, you know that. These are the times you need a kicker like that Wiregrass kid from last week. Boy, that dude could
Baby Grammatica.
Baby Grammatica, yeah. So here we go, the 2-point attempt here. Hanshaw just going to wing it into the end zone. There's a little push off there, but it's going to be picked off in the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is going to be no good. So 6:16 left to go here in the third quarter. Hernando up 17-6. So we'll go ahead and take a break.
And that was Blake Williams, number 23, on that interception in the end zone.
So we won't take a break. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Yeah, big play there, you know, to nullify that 2-point conversion there. So with a 17-6 lead, the Hornets finally do strike and break that defense that the Leopards have been putting up all night. So, but it was also a help of a couple penalties. Again, those are the kind of things that's going to hurt you. And those penalties gave the Hornets an opportunity to score and close the gap a little bit here with half the third quarter left to go. So back deep for the Leopards, you have Williams, Brown. So we'll see what the Hornets want to do, if they want to punch it deep or if they just want to do a little short kick here. So here's the kick. It is going to go deeper. It's going to take in by number 3. That's Michael Brown. He's looking around the left side, cuts it back, and brought down immediately by number 16 and number 13. That's Kevin Moss and Jeremiah Sostre. So Leopards will be starting from their own 30. So this is an opportunity now for the Leopards to go actually going to start from their own 28.
And Paul, this is where the Leopards might want to go back to what was working for them in the first half, where they were going ahead and utilizing number 0, Jerry Brown, and letting him hit the hole and go up the middle, because he was averaging 5 to 6 yards per carry, instead of going to the toss pass. Hit the hole, bring these linebackers up, and then you can do those soft passes again like you did before.
And then Saltzman's going to fake the handoff, roll to the right. He's going to take it himself. Looks like he slipped there at about the 32-yard line. So, yeah, you got Jerry Brown that's sitting back there. He's got, he busted that one with a nice long run there. And then he's also got a rushing touchdown for tonight. So
Saltzman getting up a little slow on the play.
Yeah, he took a spill right there. He was trying to make a cut, and Hernando went ahead and got a penalty on this, another holding call. So that should probably be about the 13th or 14th penalty now against Hernando. So that play was all for naught. And again, penalties, they're just giving them the opportunity, Ed. So they're going to go ahead and replay first down, so it's going to be 1st and 15. Time winding down here in the third. 5:40 left to go. Paulette in the backfield next to Saltzman. Saltzman looking to the left. He's going to fire it right over to Dotson. Dotson makes a move. There's another penalty flag, and then driven out of bounds there by number 13, Kevin Moss. And another penalty, a holding against the Leopards. So that's going to move them back another 10 yards.
So it looked like the Leopards came out with the twins to the left, single receiver. Saltzman took the ball, gave a quick hitch to Dotson. Dotson was able to get around the left side, but once again, the Leopards are being backed up by a holding call.
So we'll see if they're going to go. Yeah, they're going to go. Actually, they're going to say illegal use of hands. Illegal use of hands on that. So that'll mark them back 10 more. So 1st and 25. They're in the wrong red zone, Abe.
They are. And we got to see what the coach is dialing up to get them out of this area.
I think you should just do like a little run here with Brown and just kind of give yourself a little reprieve. So there's the pitch to Brown to the right. Picks up about 2 on that. Brought down by number 13 for Weeki Wachee, Kevin Moss.
So Saltzman did a quick pitch to Brown, trying to get Brown to the outside to get some yards. But like we seen earlier in the game, Brown was hitting the hole very hard, straight up the middle. But now the Hornets defense have adjusted. Coach Bland has adjusted his defense. And Coach Chop Alexander got to get with his guys to make sure we're not doing no holding and backing ourselves up and play smart, disciplined football.
So 2nd and long for the Leopards. Weeki Wachee's defense looking to make some big stand here on this drive. There's the handoff right up the middle to Paulette, who picks up about 8 on the play.
And the Leopards been using Paulette up the middle quite a bit. He's been averaging 2-3 yards per carry every time they try to use him. And Paulette also been playing defensive well as a linebacker.
Yeah, he's definitely the power out of the two-headed running back that they have for the Leopards. So we're looking about 3rd and 14. Leopards got 4 receivers to the left. Brown in the backfield. Now Brown will go in motion, and they're going to flare it out to Brown. That was read immediately, but they're going to go ahead and call the whistle. So, not sure. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and have a penalty against Hernando. It's going to be a false start against Hernando. So, again, Abe, unacceptable. Unacceptable, Abe. They're giving the Hornets every opportunity to come back here and make this a ball game. So,
with a game like this, they got to settle down. They got to play smart, and they got to play fundamental football. They got to be smart. These plays are backing them up, and it's giving opportunity, because sometimes when you have a team like this and you're beating a team like this, you let them hang around.
Saltzman under pressure. He's scrambling backwards. Now he's going to cut back up in the middle. He's just going to go ahead and heave it downfield. He does have a man just a little bit beyond the arms of Paulette on that. So that was close, but that's going to bring up a 4th down. So heavy pressure there by the Hornet defense.
Check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. You got Saltzman running for his life in the back. He's rolling around. He finally puts the ball in the air, and just too much for Paulette to catch.
Yeah, that would have been a hell of a play right there, Abe. I mean, Paulette would have had enough for the 1st down. And that would have been a nice comeback there. So we have 4th down, and the Ward will be out to punt for the Leopards. Moss back deep for Weeki Wachee. They're going to need to hustle off of this play here because it's getting close to delay a game. And they're going to call a timeout. So Hernando will go ahead and take a timeout.
Coach Alexander a little hot with that play.
With 2:34 left to go here in the 3rd, we'll take a timeout. Hernando 17, Weeki Wachee 6. We'll be back.
All right, Jim, take time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new ultimate trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzels, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
Coach, how many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new ultimate trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
So we're back here. 2:43 left to go here in the 3rd. Hernando going to go ahead and punt it away. Ward gets the snap. He gets it off. And he got ran into there.
Flag.
Yeah, that was looks like number 59 for Hernando, or excuse me, for Weeki Wachee. Geronimo Perez on that.
So Hernando may get a break with running into the kicker.
Yeah, they'll give him 5 more yards to go ahead and get it a little bit further downfield. I wouldn't say that you'd maybe want to go for it still here. I think you still want to punt it away. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and move forward 5. So now it'll bring up 2nd and 14, or excuse me, 4th and 14. So Ward gets the punt away. Going to get bounced at the 45. They're going to go ahead and down it at the 50. Mike Brown on the downing. So
Not sure if Brown really wanted to catch that right there. He could have gave it a little bounce, few more bounce to give them some extra room on the defense, give the defense a chance to get ready and have some feel they can defend. Because right now the Hornets offense is coming out and they were playing lights out that last series that we've seen them, and utilizing the legs of right. So will they come back to right with the legs? Because, sometimes as you get deep into a game, conditioning plays a big factor.
Yeah, and there was a penalty on the Leopards on that play, but Weeki Wachee decided they're going to go ahead and take the field position and decline the penalty. So, they got a 1st and 10 right there at midfield. So great field position here for the Hornets. Hernando showing blitz. They're going to go right up the middle. Right, go ahead and going to get taken down there by Paulette. And big number 77.
77 was on there quickly. That's going to be Evan Richards making a nice tackle.
Yeah, that young man's 6'3", 325.
That's small. Small guy.
I'm going to push for about 355.
Small guy.
He's a big fella. So that'll bring up second. Looks like a loss of about 2, so 2nd and 12. So it looks like Hernando might have solved the running attack against them. There's Wright again. He's going to try to find that hole over there. Taken down by a host of Leopards. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
So the Leopards offense has stalled, but their defense is on fire.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play over here on the sidelines. So
sideline warning for the Hornets or for the Leopards?
It looks like there was a little extracurricular activity going on after the play. I saw one of the coaches hold number 9. That was Isaiah Williams. So it looks like.
I thought the flag was going to be too many Leopards on the tackle.
They had half the team over there. But we're going to see what the flag is. So we're going to have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Weeki Wachee, unsportsmanlike against Hernando. So we got 2 offsetting penalties, so we'll redial it up again.
So that means a lot of jaw jacking going down, around the pile and stuff like that.
So 3rd and 12. Snap. Henshaw under heavy pressure. Michael Brown again on the blind side. All up in his business here. That'll be a loss of about 8 on that play.
So, Paul, check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. Henshaw get the ball immediately, and he's met immediately by Brown. Brown has his number. Not only do he got the same jersey number, but he got his number tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Brown has been harassing Henshaw all night long. They may need to get a restraining order on him because he's been harassing him.
They got 6 tackles for losses, a couple sacks, a couple picks, so it's Weeki Wachee's turn to punt. Gets off a nice punt. That's Williamson on the return. He gets it up over about the 43. So the Leopards will go ahead and take over with 28 seconds left here at the 43-yard line.
So the Leopards defense stood up this last series, and I'm quite sure Henshaw probably on the sideline trying to get a restraining order on Brown for all that harassment he's doing to him in that backfield. And those have been not only harassment, but it's been big plays for the Leopards defense.
Is that an emergency restraining order in? We waking up a judge right about now? So here we go. Going to be at the 44 for the Leopards. See if they can get this offense in gear here. Saltzman fires out to the left.
Nice
Pass
catch
is
by
caught
number
Antonio
12.
Brown. He picks up about 4 yards on that play.
So with the switch up of jersey, we got Saltzman still at the helm. Nice little quick hitch pass to Antonio Brown where he picks up about 5 yards on the carry with less than 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the fourth quarter. This is the final quarter. This is that final showdown of this district championship game. The Leopards have a lot going on here tonight. Not only is it senior night, it's the Hall of Fame night, it's the Class of 85 night, and the score right now is 17-6, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Right now, this is a big drive for the Leopards. If they can punch it in, they can play clock management. But they can't give the Hornets a spark or any type of movement right now.
So we'll see. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to go to Brown, who goes right up the middle, breaks a tackle. He spins off another one, trying to bounce it to the outside. Finally wrestled down at about the 45-yard line, but enough for a first down.
So check out this replay. Saltzman handed off to Brown. He runs around outside, spins like a spin move up the field, and finally was able to get a first down for the Leopards.
So 1st and 10 at the 44 of the Hornets. Paulette now back in the backfield. They're going to fake it. They're going to go out to Dotson. Makes the man miss. The man recovers, but he does pick up about 5 yards on that play.
So Saltzman finding his man Dotson on that swing route over there to the left side of the field. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's making moves and making players miss. And he was able to get 5 yards on that pass and run.
So you mentioned, Dave, about, the game might be out of control, but, Weeki Wachee, when we covered him against Central, the last play of the game, they scored a touchdown to overcome them.
So that tells you that's a team that doesn't like to give up.
So there's the snap. They're going to go up to Brown again, who makes a guy miss. Spins out of another one.
Now, Paul, I'm not sure if you caught this play, but Brown was caught immediately. He did a duck under. Then he somewhat did a limbo and got 2 more yards on that play.
Yeah, it'd be 3rd and 1. So a nice recovery there on Brown after the initial hit. So looks like they're bringing in their heavy package. Big number 77's out there. That's Evan Richards. And they're going to be a timeout for Weeki Wachee, so that'll be down to 1 timeout. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and go to the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. We'll be right back. For both teams here, Abe, it's something that the Hernando wants to keep the clock rolling here. Weeki Wachee looking for a big stop, but it's going to be definitely 2-down territory, though, if they do make the stop. So Hornets showing blitz. They're going to go right up the middle with Paulette. Looks like he's got enough for the first down there.
Looked like
He's
he
gonna be
picked
right
up
at
the
line.
first down on the initial. Waiting for the referee signal.
They're going to go ahead and let the players clear out and take a look to see. It's going to be close, so looks like we might have an official measurement. Unfortunately, we don't have the Hawkeye technology here.
No, not at all. But we're going to see if Coach Chop Alexander was able to pull up, dial up a first down play for the Leopards. If not, it's going to be 4th and inches.
I mean, my Hawkeye says that it's a first down, Abe.
Oh, it's a first down. It's a big-time first down.
Or not. We're going to say, wow, he's saying there's about a foot left to go. So it'll be a big 4th down here. Like we said, we mentioned it was this is going to be two downs right here.
So right now, I'll dial up a play to where I'll have Saltzman take it under center, take it. But I'll try to get the Hornets to jump off sides. And if they don't jump off sides, me and the center, we going. Because remember, the Hornets' defensive line been aggressive on the snap count. This is where you catch them offside and you get the free 5 yards. Because Leopards been getting penalties all night.
So big play here. Saltzman does go under center. And they're going to do a little bit of
Oh,
that
he got
jet
more
push.
than enough.
So,
but look where the ref is running in at. He looked like he got more than enough.
The ref ran in right at the line of scrimmage.
And there goes
now
another
flag.
flag.
Flag goes flying through the air. So we're going to see what they decipher here. Okay, so now the ref did move forward about 2 yards. The official spotting the ball. He originally ran in at the line of scrimmage, which appeared from up here that he was probably a good 2 or 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and then he moved forward. So he did mark it. He did mark it where it was.
It's going to be against the Hornets.
And the penalty's going to be against the Hornets. So, irregardless, Abe, it's all for naught. It's going to be a first down for the Leopards. Now, if they're going to tack on the extra, we'll have to see. So they're sitting there talking
And
it
both
over.
coaches are going to have to talk to their players. This is not the time to where you let your emotions take the best of you during this game. This is a championship ball game. You guys got to be class act on both sides of the field.
Right. Absolutely. You gotta keep your composure. That's the kind of stuff, I mean, that extracurricular stuff after the play is unnecessary. And especially for a team that's down, you don't want to give extra yardage to the team that's winning, which Weeki Wachee just did. So a mistake was made. They have to rectify that.
And that's a big, huge penalty. And I'm quite sure Coach Bland is really upset over there. And I know Coach Bland from years past, and I'm quite sure Coach Bland gonna have them guys running, especially for something like that.
So we're in the Applebee's red zone on the 18, 1st and 10. And off goes the Paulette right up the middle. Gets dragged back by number 75 for the
And right now the Leopard running backs,
Isaiah Richard.
they got to hold on to the ball as they go through because the Hornets are trying to rip the ball out and do whatever they can to get that ball back, to put it in the hands of Hanshaw and Wright.
Yeah, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, they're going to call it. So 2nd and 10. Clock winding down, 8:50 left to go here in the ball game.
And right now the Leopards are playing with the clock. The clock is on their side.
Pitch goes out to Brown. He's got some room out there. He brings it up to about the 8-yard line. There's a penalty
And there's
flag
another
there.
flag.
That was a hold out there on number 9. It looks like Isaiah Williams just basically tackled the defensive back.
Or was that number 8?
Or, excuse me, number 8. I apologize. It's Cameron Harris on the penalty.
Cameron was holding him like a grudge on that play.
And down on the play, looks like Kamani Dotson might be down out there. May have gotten his ankle rolls up on.
Let's give him a round of applause. Hang in there, man.
So 8:28 left to go. They're going to go ahead and mark off this penalty here. So it's going to be second and looks like about 16-yard line, 16.
Second down, 16.
Again, Hernando does not need to let Weeki Wachee stick around. Saltzman looking heavy pressure, evades the defender. He's going to bring it around the right and step out of bounds at about the 22, 23-yard line. No, actually, they're going to say he stepped out at the 25.
So it looked like the Hornets dialed up pressure. Saltzman was able to come out of the pocket and roll to his right. And then looked like he ran out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, heavy pressure there by Geronimo Perez caused him to get flushed. So big third down here. Again, Hernando's going to that 4-receiver set on the left side. He's going to flare it out. And it goes out to Antonio Brown, who immediately gets taken down. So that play really has not worked for Hernando this evening.
Well, like Coach Bland dialed up his defense and prepared his defense for a play like that to where they were able to stop that.
I think on that kind of play right there, Abe, I mean, he could have pump faked to the left and went to the right because this man down here at the closest sideline, he had his guy beat, so.
Well, sometimes with a play like that, you have to establish the run, then you can come back with a play like that.
So big fourth down. Again for the Leopards and the Hornets. Hornets looking to make a big stop here, get the ball back. Leopards looking to continue on this drive. Saltzman looking. Fires it over the middle. Dotson, he throws it right to Kevin Moss. Moss is going to take it back. He's dropped down at about the 36-yard line, but the pass intended to Moss was overthrown, and Kevin Moss on the big interception for Weeki Wachee.
So check out this Jimmy John freaky fast replay. Saltzman was under pressure, put the ball up in the air, and it looked like Moss was the intended receiver. And he was able to get the ball and run it back for some nice yards. And he's keeping the Hornets in this game.
13.
So the Hornets defense have made a big play, and they can make a ball game of this if they can drive down the field and punch it in.
We're just under 7 minutes, Abe. So.
Now they put it back into the Leopards' defense hands to where the Leopards got to stand up and make a big play.
They can go down, score a touchdown here, 2-point conversion, cut the score to 3. So first and 10, Hornets at their own 35, 34 yards, 36, I'm sorry. Throws it backwards, it looked like.
That ball went through the hands of number 3. Michael Brown, intended for number 13, Moss.
Yeah, that was, again, I mean, Henshaw, he's lucky that wasn't fit because he did just throw it directly right through the hands of Michael Brown.
And Brown would have had daylight over here.
Brown's been cooking in Henshaw's kitchen all night long, and
his mom asked me, what's our record for sacks in a game? Earlier this week.
Here we go, big second down here for the Hornets. The give is to Wright, who picked up about 4 up to about the 40. Taken down there by Waylon Williams. Walt Williamson's named quite a bit tonight. He's been very active on the defense. He's got himself an
interception as well.
Yeah, he's also got himself a field goal. So he does a little part-time kicking on the side. Big third down. We're going to call it 6. Henshaw got pressure. He's going to run up the middle. Gets past the first down marker.
Saving tackle.
Yeah, it gets up to about the 47-yard line.
Saving tackle by Michael Brown and a host of Leopards on that.
So they're going to go ahead and take a water break, the final water break of this game here. So it's 6:13 left to go. Hernando 17, Weeki Wachee driving 6. We'll go ahead and we'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
All right, we're back here. Hornets on the move. 1st and 10. They're on the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Looks like a false start there.
Look like that might be on the Hornets.
Yeah, the right side over there. Well, you got one official saying offsides. You got one official saying false start. So they're going to go ahead and get together and have a conversation on this. Usually 9 times out of 10 you get the offsides, which causes the false start. But we'll see. We'll see what they decide to call. It's a big penalty either way. I mean, you know, the Hornets don't want to give up 5 yards. And Hernando doesn't want to get their
Coach Bland trying to plead his case, as well as Coach Chop and his staff trying to plead their case in regards to what just happened.
They're going to call the false start against Weeki Wachee.
It's going against the Hornets.
So 1st and 15 now. We'll walk it back 5. Weeki Wachee's going to have to reset. 6 minutes left to go here in the ball game.
You know, this is a game of the young coaches. You got Coach Bland coaching for the Hornets. This is actually his 2nd year.
That's 32. That's Devontae Hashberry taking down Leland right in the backfield. So a big 5-6 yard loss on that.
So as I was saying, Paul, this is Coach Bland's 2nd year with the Hornets, and he's already in a district championship game now. This is Coach Chop Alexander's 1st year with the Leopards, and he's already in a district championship game.
Yeah, some 2 young coaches here. You know, got the teams playing some good football here. So big 2nd and long. And in motion is Sastre. He's going to go, right in and out of the hands of Josiah Ojeda.
So on that play, check out this replay. Hornets was in twin set. Hanshaw dropped back, put it right where it needed to be in number 11 hands, and he was not able to hold on to that ball, which would have been a big play for the Hornets.
I wonder if that underneath receiver, you looked like you wanted to reach out to get the ball. I wonder if that might have distracted Ojeda on that. But it brings up a 3rd down. Hanshaw looking, fires. He hits ground. That's Emil Brown. Brings it up to the Hernando 49. So it'll be 4th and probably about 6 on this play, Abe.
Hanshaw is using his arm right now, but the Leopards defense was able to swarm to that receiver and not let him get many yards after that catch. Because had he got to the middle of the field, he had some good ground.
So big 4th down here. This is the biggest one of the night so far for the Hornets. There's the snap. Hanshaw firing. Throws it behind Leland right. And that'll be a turnover on down.
So the Leopard defense was able to stand up. Hanshaw dropped back. Pass was intended.
So yeah, that was a big miscue there. The pass thrown behind Leland Wright.
So, Paul, the score is 17-6. 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this district championship ball game. The Leopards have the ball and control right now. What's been hurting them the first two plays of every drive is they're getting holding penalties. Can they get a clean drive and make their way down the field and put some points on the board?
Yeah, they're going to need to clean that up. You know, that's what's basically saving Weeki Wachee's bacon. So, oh, there's a false start up on the top up there. That was number 12. That was Antonio Brown. So, and don't forget to stay with us after the game for the Glory Days Player of the Game, and also an interview with the game-winning coach. So. So that'll move that back there for a first down. Brown in the backfield next with Saltzman. Hornets show blitz. Brown's going to go ahead and take it out to the left side and pick up some big yardage and brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line for Hernando first down.
So, Paul, it goes back to what I was saying early in the game where they were establishing the run by using Brown. Check out this Jimmy John freaky pass replay. Hand off to Brown. He goes to the left side of the field. He makes a shake and a spin and takes it upfield, enough for the first down. And the Leopards go back and forth with utilizing Brown in the backfield. Brown has established averaging 8 yards per carry during this.
So they'll swap him out and bring in the power guy, Paulette. Again, Hornets back off the blitz. Now they're going to go ahead and show again. They're going to give it to Paulette right up the middle, who gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage by James Nielsen.
So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it seems like every time Brown touched the ball, he's getting over 6 to 8 yards per carry.
Well, they do that rotation, so it's like almost every play it's 1 in, 1 out. So now it'll be second down and 10 for.
So I guess that's their 1-2 punch.
I guess so. Clock is running down. There is only 3 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Weeki Wachee only has 1 timeout left, so.
And the clock is running.
There's the handoff to Brown, who goes right up the middle, rides up his backside of his offensive lineman and picks up about 3.
And again, they're using that power of Brown to go straight up the middle. And right now in those trenches is where that battle is going to get real. Will the Hornets stand up, or will the Leopards offensive line stand up? And I know the Leopards offensive line missing. They had a huge offensive lineman, which was our senior spotlight tonight. That was Wiley Blair, and I know they're missing him out there on that offensive line as well, because that's a big player on that line and a big impact for the Leopards run game.
Well, here's a big time play right here. Hernando with 2 minutes left, looking to get a first down to keep this game. They're going to pitch it out to Paulette on the right. He's looking. He stretches it out. He's brought down probably at the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 4th down. But the clock is still running, and Weeki Wachee will go ahead and burn their final timeout. So it'll bring up 4th down in Weeki Wachee territory. I mean, they are at the 39-yard line of Weeki Wachee with 1:53. Even if they go ahead, they don't get that first down, Abe, you're going to run some time off the clock. You're looking at, you need a touchdown extra point, a touchdown 2-point conversion and a field goal for Weeki Wachee to tie this ball game up. And I don't know if that's enough time with 1:53 left.
And Paul, don't forget, we got to look and figure out who are we going to pick for the player of the game of this district championship game. And also, after we pick the player of the game, we're going to toss it down to Brian Lott, where he's going to interview the winning coach of this game. It's either going to be Coach Chopped Alexander or it's going to be Coach Justin Bland. But we are a minute and 53 seconds away from crowning a champion tonight.
And the implications on this game is state playoffs, Abe. So, not only are they getting crowned district champion, but they're also getting crowned district champions, state playoffs. So here we go. 4th down.
And don't forget to check with us next week. We'll be right back here for Nature Coast Sharks taking on Hernando Leopards.
So the Leopards will go ahead and punt it away. Be safe. Gets off a decent punt. Takes a Weeki Wachee bounce, so it'll be down at about the 17, 18-yard line. So Weeki Wachee will have the ball with a minute 45 left. No timeouts. That's definitely a key. And Hanshaw is going to be going ahead and just throwing the ball downfield. So it looks like possibly there might have been a flag on the play. We're looking. And we're going to call it holding against Weeki Wachee. So that's going to move them back a little bit further. So it's going to make things a little bit more difficult now.
So, Paul, we got a minute and 45 seconds remaining in this ball game. It has been one to watch. We had a lot of highlights. We had a lot passing, some great runs. We did get flooded with some penalties, and I'm quite sure Coach Chop can really clean that up, as well as Coach Bland, with these teams going further into the playoffs and to finish out their season.
I'll tell you what, give it credit to both programs for this year. They played a heck of a schedule. They both played their hearts out all season long. Even if a team does not, the other team comes out victorious, the defeated teams, can't hang their heads. They've had a heck of a good season, so on either side. So we're going to see. So 1st and 10, deep in their own territory. Hanshaw with pressure. He's going to roll up. He's just going to fire it downfield. He's got his man. That's going to be Jarvis Wheeler. So that'll move the chains up to about the 48-yard line. They got to hustle. I mean, they're just kind of jogging up to the line here.
With that, Hanshaw just rolled to the left, let his receivers open up, and he was able to put it right downfield to number 6. He made a great catch.
There's the snap. They got quad receivers at the top. Again, pressure. Hanshaw under a whole lot of pressure. Taken down there by number 19 for Hernando. That's Caleb Williams. Time's clicking. 1:15 left.
And the clock is counting.
Again, they got to show a little bit more sense of urgency. Too many guys just kind of jogging. Pressure, heavy pressure. And he's down. Again, number 13.
Paul.
Number 3, Michael Brown. That's his fourth sack of the night.
Michael Brown's going to be picked up because he's been harassing Hanshaw all night long.
So I think that's pretty much going to be about it right here, Abe. 25 seconds left to go. Hernando's not backing off. They're still sending. That's Paul Ed, who takes Hanshaw down again. This time Hanshaw looks like he got his ankle rolled up. But that's probably, they're going to call the timeout for the injury on that. But we're talking 4th down and a country mile.
So we got an injury timeout on the field. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go to the McMurdo.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back.
I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief.
Michael Brown,
I felt
number 3.
like I could actually put on my cleats again.
Yeah, he just got his fourth.
And we're back here, so with 16 seconds left, they're checking on Richard Hanshaw. So I'll tell you what, man, Hernando, even though they had a little bit of undiscipline on some of the plays that they had tonight, with chalking up probably about 15 to 20 penalties, trying to let Weeki Wachee get back in this game, but their defense turned it around and stood tall. They were all up in Hanshaw's kitchen tonight. Hanshaw did not really have much of a passing game going at all, and that just goes to show you that Hernando came to play some ball tonight.
We're going to take a break, guys.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break. It's going to be extended, so we'll be right back.
All right, Genty, time to learn the option play.
Come on, Coach. I know how to run the option.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 apps with 3 sauces, like shrimp, boneless wings, onion rings with sweet chili, blue cheese, and marinara. Or wonton tacos, waffle fries, and riblets with honey mustard, ranch, and honey barbecue. Or brew pub pretzel, mozzarella sticks, and waffles.
Coach, how many combinations are there?
There's over 80,000.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Choose 3 apps and 3 sauces for $14.99. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
What did it say? Right? What?
All right, so we're back. Still tending to the injured player down there, so tough task here. You never want to see somebody get hurt, especially, you know, at the end of the ball game here. So it's one of those situations where, you know, you just hope the things are going to be all right for the kids. On a situation like this, they got an injured player, and you know, both teams are kind of like, you know, kind of down on that, and it's one of those situations to where you got the Weeki Wachee team that's going to try to come back out and maybe finish in 15 seconds, but they're going to be worried about their teammate out there, and Hernando, you know, I'm sure they're kind of a little worried about the opposing team's quarterback also, because that's something you just don't want to see. So,
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready.
So again, after the game here, stay tuned for our Glory Days Player of the Game announcement. Abe, what are they going to win?
They're going to win a Gulf Coast Sports Network T-shirt that they can wear with pride anywhere they go. And they're also going to get a gift card from Glory Days.
That's great. And just a reminder to Glory Days, bring back the Monte Cristo, please.
We're going to take another break.
So we're going to go ahead and take another break. We'll be back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
I went through the VFW, I went through the American Legion, and I felt they couldn't help me. And, you know, I got in touch with Chris, and he got right to work on it, and I'd say within a year, I had 100% disability.
All right, so we're back here again. We got about 15 seconds left to go. We're still tenant on the young man down there, and again, you know, you don't want to see this kind of stuff. So tending to him is a much more higher priority and more importance than this football game. So I think everybody on the field and in the stands and that are watching on the Gulf Coast Sports Network would share the same thought. So it's got to be on the top. Don't forget that you would like, comment, and subscribe.
And I'm quite sure they're trying to find a way to get EMS here inside the game, you know, so they can take the precautions that they need to take.
Yeah, we're not going to speculate on exactly what his injury is, but we just hope the best for him. So, and also stay tuned. Not only we have the Glory Days play of the game after the game here, but we're going to go ahead and talk with the winning coach here.
Hey, you got test,
Right now,
test,
it looks
test.
like it's going to be Coach Chop Alexander. So Abe, next week, you know, we got the big game. You know, we're right back here for Hernando against Nature Coast. It's going to be a battle of two district champions.
Yeah, that'll be a big, interesting game. That's another big time rivalry where Hernando plays well as Nature Coast plays well, and it's a bragging right. These young men know these guys know each other, and you know it's the last game of the season. I believe that game is going to be played on Thursday and not Friday.
Yeah, that's going to be correct.
Because Friday is Halloween. I don't believe the kids have school, you know, that Friday. When do they start taking Halloween off?
I don't know. Halloween is a ridiculous day to me. It's not even a holiday, so why are they doing this? But I will like to say, Abe, I appreciate the season. This is my last broadcast for the season this year. I want to thank you and Will and all the folks here at Gulf Coast Sports Network. I think we had another great season. So, my friend, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like they're going ahead and getting the young man up here. I'm going to go ahead and put him on the cart. So hopes and prayers to the young man, Richard Hanshaw, and speedy recovery for the young man on that injury. So the teams are going to go ahead and try to regroup here and play out the final 15 seconds of this ball game. It will be 4th and I think 52, I think it is. So I think this is a situation here where Weeki Wachee might just want to go ahead and have somebody go back out there and just take a knee and just call it a game and be done with it. So. So we'll go ahead at the conclusion of this broadcast. We're going to go ahead and announce the player of the game, the Glory Days player of the game. We'll have an interview with Coach Chop Alexander.
As everybody put their hands together as they go ahead and take Mr. Hanshaw off the field at this time. That young man still had a good game. He had a good season for his team, and I'm quite sure his team, don't like seeing that situation. It's a very difficult situation for that young man to ride off, especially with the heart that he put into this game.
Yeah,
But we got 15 seconds remaining in the ball game. Hornets still have the ball. It's going to be 4th down and a long way to go.
So there's a snap. He's just going to go ahead and air it up downfield on 4th down. That's going to be
another
off.
interception by the Leopards.
Number 23 there. That's going to be Blake Williams.
And that's going to be the ball game.
And that'll do it.
That gives the Leopards a district championship. It gives Coach Chop Alexander his first Leopards district championship. That means next week we got 2 district championship games going on here, being the Leopards taking on Nature Coast Sharks. But tonight, the Leopards defeated Weeki Wachee Hornets 17-6. Great game to both teams. And Paul, who is our player of the game?
Well, our player in Glory Days, player of the game, coming in with big-time defensive pressure all night long with 4 sacks, tackles for loss. It's going to be number 3 for the Hernando Leopards, Michael Brown. I mean, you got to talk about a kid that just played his heart out from the end of that, towards the end of the first half, all the way up through the second half. He was invincible. He was all up in Hanshaw's kitchen all night. He was cooking. He was doing what he wanted. And congratulations to you, young man. Michael Brown, you are the Glory Days player of the game.
Brian, go grab him.
Make sure you stay tuned for the interview with the district winning coach, Chop Alexander. And so with that, we leave you
We'll toss it down to Brian in just a second.
with the Leopards 17, the Hornets 6.
The Leopards, with redemption, they lost 7-3 last year, and they came back and they showed Weeki Wachee that they were not going to go ahead and be toyed around with this evening. And they decided that they wanted to go ahead and become district champions. But give it up to both teams. Weeki Wachee played their heart out. They had a lot of defensive stands, but unfortunately, they came out on the wrong side tonight, and they're going to go ahead and, like I said, they had nothing to hang their heads on. They played a heck of a ball game, and they went ahead and had a great season. And kudos to them. But congratulations to the Hernando Leopards winning this district championship.
So right now, we're going to get ready to send it down to Brian Lott with Coach Chop Alexander.
Go ahead, Brian.
Man, Coach Chop, congratulations, man. District championship, first year here, phenomenal job.
Thank you.
You know what they always say, defense wins championships, right?
Yes, sir.
You finished on a heck of a note there. I believe that's 3 interceptions on the night.
Yes, sir.
Player of the game, Michael Brown. I think he had 4 sacks.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to us a little bit, man. And you had a tight defense, and you basically shut them down. And talk to us a little bit about that.
I tell you, our defense is led by our sophomore middle linebacker, Mason Paulette. He did a fantastic job leading and, make sure everybody was lined up. Like I said, Michael Brown, he did a fantastic job. He had 4 sacks of the night. We had 3 picks. Blake Williams had 2 of the picks. I'm just very, very proud of how they played tonight. And, I tell you what, go Leopard, they did a good job.
Yep. Hey, we can't leave here without talking about your quarterback, too. I believe he went 9 for 9 there in the first half and was able to control the game, and you put up the 17 points there for half. So I think he did a pretty good job as well.
Yeah, he did. I tell you what, Michael Sauce, he exemplifies everything we asked for in a Leopard here at Hernando High School. I tell you what, man, he's been coming along here lately. The last 3 games have been lights out, and we're hoping that we can carry over that same energy next week against Nature Coast.
Yep. Well, Coach, we appreciate it. And again, congratulations and good luck moving forward in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank you. Hey, good job.
All right, Brian. Well, thank you for getting that great interview with the district championship head coach Chop Alexander. And great game tonight by both teams, 17-6. Your Leopards take it. And with that, we're going to send it up to Will Wilkie for the final words.
Thank you, Abe. Thank you, Dave. Or thank you, Abe. Thank you, Paul. Great job on the call tonight. What a fantastic ball game this was. Two top-notch elite programs here in Hernando County. We're proud of them both. Hernando gets the automatic bid tonight and the district title, so congratulations to the Leopards. Weeki Wachee still has a chance for the playoffs. They're going to be searching for that at-large bid and closing the season out strong. So we've got fantastic football here in Hernando County. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. For Abe Dowdell, Paul Smith, John McMurdo, Jim Redmill, Brian Lott, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.